Iran from having weapons.
And this is probably what we're most excited about as Americans, the Iranians have agreed to invite IAEA inspectors back into their country.
As for another big part of the conflict, oil and other shipping,
we wanted to build a mechanism for keeping the Strait of Hormuz open. It is open.
But Fox's Jonathan Savage reports
it was not all smooth sailing. Iranian state media said negotiations were paused after what it called an insulting message from President Trump. He posted on social media, "We'll hit Iran very hard if the Iranians don't stop proxies causing trouble in Lebanon." Technical level talks will continue through the week.
Now, Hezbollah and Israel did not attack each other yesterday for the first time in months. Keir Starmer resigned this morning.
Every decision I've taken has been about putting the country I love first.
President Trump had been critical of Starmer over immigration policy and for Britain not helping the U.S. with Iran. On top of that,
you've had local elections in which the Labour Party were decimated by a lot of other parties, by Reform in particular. And of course, you had Peter Mandelson, who was the man that Keir Starmer picked to become ambassador to America. And it turned out he had close relationships with Jeffrey Epstein.
Starmer will stay on until there's a new prime minister. And Fox's Benjamin Hall also reports there's a frontrunner already.
Andy Burnham, who is the mayor of Manchester, finally won a seat in Parliament, and he is widely considered to be the next contender.
A famous economist has died. Alan Greenspan was chairman of the Federal Reserve almost 20 years, from President Reagan to George W. Bush. His wife, famous journalist Andrea Mitchell, put out a statement that Greenspan died at their home this morning of complications of Parkinson's disease. He was 100 years old. America's listening to Fox News.
You've got to try the new TikTok diet.
Just ask chat.
I just take blue-green algae.
You just have to eat kale. Kale.
I read you should put butter in your coffee.
Or you could trust your gut. When it comes to your energy, digestion, and overall health, how do you know what's actually right for you? That's where Viome comes in. Viome is a simple, at-home gut health test that looks at your body's real-time biology using RNA to show what's going on inside you right now. Not trends, not guesses, your biology. With your results, Viome gives you clear, personalized, actionable guidance. Which foods help you, which ones don't, and which supplements your body actually can benefit from. All based on the world's largest gut health databases and thousands of clinical research studies. Many people who use Viome report better digestion, more energy, and an improved mood within months. So stop guessing. Start knowing.
And maybe still eat the kale?
Maybe. Learn more at viome.com/know. V as in Victor, IOME.com/KNOW. And use coupon code VIOME50 to save $50 off your purchase.
And eat everything blue.
No, thank you.
Now that summer has arrived, the Supreme Court is winding down its term with fewer than 20 cases left to decide. We'll get more rulings this week, some of them high profile.
One pending case will determine whether to uphold the president's executive order ending birthright citizenship. Executive power is at the heart of several other cases, including the president's ability to fire agency, board, or commission members. One case involves the firing of an FTC commissioner. The other involves the attempted firing of a Federal Reserve Board governor. The justices also heard a case that will determine the circumstances by which an administration can end temporary protected status for a group of migrants. Another case involves whether states can have rules that ban transgender athletes from women's and girls' sports, and yet another case pertains to how long states can accept mail-in ballots after Election Day. Jessica Rosenthal, Fox News.
On Wall Street, coming off a long holiday weekend, hardly any movement right now for stock futures, and oil prices are also barely budging. Woody and Buzz back on top of the box office.
Moviegoers are still turning out for Toy Story.
Tech's invaded our house, too.
I don't know, Jesse. Toys are for play, but tech is for everything.
The fifth installment of Disney and Pixar's Toy Story with the biggest opening of the year so far, earning $160 million at the domestic box office. Internationally, it pulled in $152 million for a global start of $312 million. Steven Spielberg's Disclosure Day slipped to second place with $17 million in its second weekend. Obsession comes in third with $14.2 million in its sixth weekend. Kathleen Maloney, Fox News.
At Soccer's World Cup, Iran played again at the Los Angeles Stadium. Some Iranian Americans protested, booing the country's anthem. Iran played Belgium to a draw. Cape Verde also tied Uruguay. Spain shut out Saudi Arabia 4-0. Japan blanked Tunisia by the same score. Egypt beat New Zealand 3-1. I'm Dave Anthony, and this is Fox News.
News KURV, broadcasting from the Valley's All-American Truck Headquarters studio at PayneAutomall.com.
Happy Monday. It is June 22nd, 2026, and you are in tune with
The Valley's Morning News. This is News Talk 710 KURV. I'm Sergio Sanchez, along with show producer Fred Cruz. Jason Catarina from AccuWeather on standby. Looks to be a rather consistent forecast, like mid-90s, close to triple digits for several days. What about the tropics? We'll review Texas weather as well. He's about 3 minutes away, so join us for that conversation. City of Mission and Mission Economic Development Corporation announced the sale of Cimarron Country Club on Friday, where they're broadcasting the Sergio Show 10 to 11 a.m. right before the press conference. The investors include individuals from Mexico who are experts in country club management, and professional golfer Abraham Ansed. He's a local graduate from Maryland who played PGA and Live Golf Tours. Plans include the revitalization of the clubhouse, the course, the pool, and other facilities that are part of the club. The refurbished Cimarron Country Club might be open in about 18 to 24 months. The Texas Public Utility Commission has set July 9th to take up Governor Abbott's call for some new rules to protect residents near data centers, make sure their light bill doesn't go up.
Texas PUC Chairman Thomas Gleason brought up Governor Abbott's letter at their Thursday meeting.
It asked us to take action to ensure that data center interconnections will result in reduced residential electric bills.
Abbott's also asking for data centers to add power generation to the state's grid and to cover infrastructure costs. University of Houston Energy fellow Ed Hurst.
The governor has realized that this influx of data centers to the Texas grid is going to cost consumers a lot of money.
Hurst adds that the tough part will be lowering residential electricity rates.
If that's going to happen, then the rates are going to go up for the commercial and industrial users. That's going to be very difficult to get through the legislature.
In Austin, Chris Fox, News Talk 710 KURV.
The state of Texas has launched an enhanced website to inform folks on the New World Screwworm. So the website launched on Friday under the Texas Division of Emergency Management Disaster Portal. Website features maps and tools and resources, including how to spot the New World Screwworm. Texas Supreme Court is siding with Elon Musk and the gang at SpaceX. It's a ruling related to beach access.
The fight started 5 years ago when the environmental group Save RGV sued. They wanted access to Boca Chica Beach to be preserved during rocket launches. They were later joined in the lawsuit by the Sierra Club. The goal was to overturn a 2013 state law that authorized SpaceX to close the beach as a safety precaution. The court ruled that environmental groups lack the right to sue on the issue. The Texas Constitution was amended in 2009 to guarantee public access to state beaches, but just as Rebecca Huddle said, it also expressly stated that there's no private right to sue to enforce beach access.
Stephen Pickering with that report at 7:09 on News Talk 710 KURV. Coming up right after AccuWeather, how many jobs added to the state economy, Texas economy. We'll visit that right after our conversation with AccuWeather. Big thank you to Dougie and all the gang at Martin Farm and Ranch. You never know what you'll find at Martin Farm and Ranch Supply. From the hay that your livestock needs to rabbits and chicks, feed. Stop by Martin Farm and Ranch. Say hi to Dougie from us. Meteorologist Jason Catarina joining us, and a visit to some of the text messages back and forth this week. We got some nice rain in many areas.
Oh, good.
Saturday. Did you see any interesting rain totals for?
I can look that up right now, as a matter of fact.
All over the place, and it came down kind of heavy every now and then. It was, I think it was a bit more than maybe we were expecting, but it's nice.
72-hour here.
It was
the whole weekend.
Like Sunday.
Yeah, McAllen got about 3/10. Harlingen got close to a half inch. Between Edinburgh and Harlingen at Texas Agriscience, they recorded about an inch. Laredo up the road a bit, got only about a tenth. So not a ton in spots, at least at the recording stations, but the Rio Grande near Los Albaños got an inch and a quarter.
All right. So what's the plan for the week? Any rain in the forecast, or is it bone dry now?
Hot.
Yeah.
Just hot and humid and breezy. Yeah, just steamy all week long. Mid and upper 90s, low triple digits today. Mid and upper 90s tomorrow. Wednesday, mid 90s, triple digits. Thursday, Friday as well. Let's see. I think I ran our forecast out through the weekend. So,
dry, steamy, humid.
Same story.
Mid-90s.
Saturday looks pretty hot. McAllen's high of 100, so likely into the low hundreds in spots. Sunday, 99, so again, likely into the low hundreds.
All right. Tropical update, Caribbean, Atlantic, Gulf, anything?
Nothing for the next 7 days. Possible stuff out in the Eastern Pacific, but again, that's forecast to track off to the northwest, so shouldn't be of any interest to us in the short or even the long term at this point.
All right. Big thanks to our many supporters for the tropical update, including all the gang at Mike's Plumbing, Electrical, and AC. So if it's dry for us, it must be dry for all of Texas. So we're good for Texas travel.
Yeah, travel today. Houston's just dry and humid. Some strong thunderstorms this morning for Dallas may impact things, and an early afternoon thunderstorm in spots. They could get some this evening too. So that could create some backups there as far as flights and stuff. San Antonio, just cloudy and humid today.
Right.
With some sun later.
So with the forecast, maybe 100, 101, that's a 710 KURV heat alert. So you guys try to find a way to stay cool. So mostly mid-upper 90s, maybe triple digits in some portions of South Texas. And we've got a few seconds left with you. Let's see what's on the menu for today. It's National Onion Ring Day. Ooh. And take a breath, Mint, because after that, it's a National Kissing Day.
Oh, there you go. Well, you won't be around me after I eat onion rings. It's not my breath you got to worry about.
All right. Yeah. Oh, okay. And
I love them, but they don't like me.
On that stinky note, we move forward then with the broadcast. All right, pal. It's AccuWeather meteorologist Jason Caterina. And just hot, upper 90s for the entire week. Coming up at about 7:16 or so, congratulations to Steve Sanchez, another primo. All these Sanchez are good people. Steve Sanchez, 50 years at the North Alamo Water Supply Corporation, and man, he has in 50 years. Oh, he has seen the evolution of the South Texas economy. We'll visit that and other water-related issues coming up at about 7:16 on the Valley's Morning News. In the meantime, the state of Texas adding about 17,000 more jobs last month.
The seasonally adjusted unemployment rate in Texas was 4.3% for the month of May. Non-farm payroll rose to 14.4 million jobs. The leisure and hospitality sector added 3,900 jobs statewide, and the trade, transportation, and utility sector added 7,100 jobs. Eagle Pass had the state's highest unemployment rate at 8.6%. Midland had the lowest at 3.1%. DFW was closer to the statewide average at 4.0%, and Austin was slightly below the statewide average with an unemployment rate of 3.5%.
That's Stephen Pickering. It's Eagle Pass. It's either West Texas or far West Texas. Eagle Pass on the border or West Texas at 8+%. The Valley, we used to be at the top of that list all the time. Something for you guys that are new to the area. Yeah, hopefully never again. Nunca más, jamás, hopefully. Texas cattle, part of a near-record slowdown in the beef pipeline. New USDA report showing last month was the second slowest May for cattle leaving feedlots in nearly 30 years of tracking. And there's, for you guys that are in the home selling business, there's a new report, national report, showing home buying activity is dropping across the nation.
Harvard University's annual State of the Nation's Housing Report found that existing home sales are near the lowest level in 30 years. The report, released last week, said median prices for new and existing homes are over $400,000, and that existing home prices have jumped 54% since 2020. I'm Mark Mayfield.
McDonald's, Madonna's, is bringing back nostalgic dessert. The fried apple pie comes back this week at participating locations. And it's not too early to get ready for Amazon Prime Day that starts tomorrow.
Amazon Prime Day kicks off June 23rd and runs through the 26th. And yes, it's still called a day, even though it runs through 3 full ones. Either way, it's evolved into one of the biggest shopping events of the year. Competition is fierce, especially for the lightning deals or flash sales that are only available for a few hours. Fill your cart now, especially when it comes to things like electronics, tech, or home essentials, which tend to have the biggest discounts. You can always take them out of your cart later if you don't want them. I'm Daria Albinger.
This is the Valley's Morning News on News Talk 710 KURV. Status report, North Alamo Water Supply, 50 plus years now, 50 plus years for El Primo, Steve Sanchez, running the show. in 50 years. Just imagine how the Valley economy and his gig has evolved. That's next on the Valley's Morning News.
Epic parties start at Staples. Now you can grab Party City balloons, decorations, and tableware, plus matching custom invites, banners, and more right at Staples. That was easy.
They say that actions speak louder than words, so we'll let the all-new state-of-the-art BMW Afar show you what that means. Choose from an incredible selection of new BMWs and get exceptional service today. Right now, during the BMW Ultimate Sales Event, you can lease a 2026 BMW X3 30X Drive, just $569 a month, with $52.99 due at signing. Come see why BMW has always been known as the ultimate driving machine. Visit the corner of Expressway 281 and Owasso in Far. Come find your new BMW today at BMW of Far, a Bird Ogden Auto Group dealership.
Here you go, Dad. At LSNB, we build strong foundations on values that matter
and business practices you can rely on.
Investing in education, volunteering in the communities we serve, and fueling our region's economy.
For over 40 years,
our mission has been supporting area businesses.
We are LSNB.
Donating more money to more causes than all other area banks combined.
Here, in a place we call home. We are LSNB.
The Valley's Bank.
Everything you need to know to start your day.
The Valley's Morning News.
News Talk 710 KURV.
This radio station, News Talk 710 KURV, is home to Astros baseball. So they're on the road against the Blue Jays. Springer, right? And the Blue Jays. 5:35 pregame on 710 KURV. Big thank you to Dr. T's Primary Care for Men and Women. I have in the studio a person I consider a dear friend. Of late, we met some years back. And he is one of the movers and shakers, a pillar in the community, who I wish to start this conversation on our program saying congratulations to Steve Sanchez. I'm trying to find all the Sanchez's in the community. Sanchez are good people, right?
They are.
Steve Sanchez he's the boss. He's the general manager, right?
Yes,
GM
sir.
over at the North Alamo Water Supply Corporation. 50 years at North Alamo. Yeah, my goodness.
For them?
And for the, I was going to say, for them. You started out of high school, I understand, right?
Yes,
Fresh
sir.
out of high school.
Yes, sir.
And man, I was telling Steve, what a learning curve, because all the issues related to an entity like this, right-of-ways that you mentioned, policy issues, biological, water purification sciences, engineering issues, los tubos, the tubes, all those things. 50 years of doing this. I hope you stick around a while longer. Yeah,
I intend to. If they will have me, I intend to.
For working folks that are tuning in to the news program, North Alamo Water Supply Corporation. And I learned this, like I'm a few minutes old now learning this in this conversation. You're the largest, what did you say, rural water system in Texas, 60,000 más o menos connections, 300,000 people that you provide water services to. Where's the water come from? Is it all Rio water or what?
No, it comes from the Rio Grande. About 75% of that comes from the Rio Grande.
Okay.
10% of that 25% of that comes in from brackish groundwater, and we all call it brackish. It's water from the ground, which brackish means salty, and it's anywhere from 1,000 parts of salt all the way up to 10,000 parts of salt.
With desal machinery to clean it up.
Yes, membranes. Yes.
Yeah, to
yes,
put it into back in for
Yes.
human consumption, or to throw it, for farmers or
No,
what?
it's pretty much all for human consumption. We
Okay.
are basically just like a water plant in a municipality.
Yeah.
We're regulated by the TCEQ. And now we have 7 surface treatment plants scattered within the 1,000 square miles that we provide service for. And we have 4 reverse osmosis plants. And we're working on a 5th one that we want to do north of in the Delta area.
Yeah.
So, it's all for human consumption.
That's the way to go, right, Steve?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
RO, it's
Well, in our
purifying
system,
water,
it covers Hidalgo,
Okay.
Part of Cameron, and all of Willacy County. Port Mansfield has all our water.
Steve Sanchez, he is the boss over at the North Alamo Water Supply Corporation. He is, man, he's got credentials, deep roots in water, from water purification systems to water delivery systems, 300,000 population that he serves, 60,000 connections. And you guys are driving to work right now, running around town. You probably his corporation is probably the one that provides you the water. So tell me again, the entities, the cities, the areas that North Alamo provides water for.
Basically, we start off to the east of Edinburg, wrap around through FAR, San Juan, Alamo on the northern part, and going east toward Weslaco, Mercedes, wrap around where Santa Rosa's at, around La Feria, Primera, then up north around Sebastian, Lyford, Raymondville, and the little town and it is an incorporated town, is San Perlita, just before you get to Port Mansfield.
Well, why not just do the whole valley? My goodness, you're like from all near the coast all the way, west to where Freddie. I just found out producer Joe in the afternoon and producer Freddie, they get their water from North Alamo as well. And more water that you produce soon will be the reverse osmosis, the cleaning up the brackish water. Right, the desal. The desal. You got more. So tell me again about some of the projects that are on the way for desal.
Basically, we in the Delta area, we want to build another footprint for a reverse osmosis plant, and we want to try to start off at 2 million gallons a day, and try to get all that up to about 6 million gallons of water a day. Now we have another RO plant that does about 3 million gallons of water a day just to the east side of Edinburgh, right next to our main office. We have one north of San Juan that also does 3 million gallons of water a day. And our largest surface treatment plant on Victoria Road, just north of Donna, we have a 2 million gallon a day water plant there. Now, one of the very first RO plants that we said was north of La Sara, which is on Highway 186 and FM 1015. That was the very first one that we built back in 2005. And that does 1 million gallons of water a day. We want to expand that up to about 3 million gallons of water a day, which will take care of the entire northern part of Willacy County.
One of the amazing stats is 45 million gallons a day. Now, if you pay attention, I know some of y'all are paying attention to all these fascinating interviews. Brownsville is más o menos 20 million a day. Whoever supplies water, I forget, to Brownsville, there's 20 million gallons a day. 45 million gallons a day that's produced by North Alamo Water Supply for 60,000 connections, about 300,000 people. It's mostly residential, or you have some farmers that
there is farmers. We provided for chemical mixing, other things on there, but it's primarily for human consumption.
Yeah, it's not to fill up the fields.
No. That water gets a little expensive for that.
Yeah. Okay, so if you're at 45 million gallons, and you told me off air that you are the desal plants, you get 10 million.
Yes, sir.
From desal.
Right.
So with the projects that are in the works right now, and the expansion, where will you be? Like 16, 18 million, maybe, when it's all said and done?
Probably about 55 to 60 million, something like that.
55 to 60. You'll be adding almost 20 million.
Yes.
Daily.
Yes.
In capacity.
Correct.
Which begs the question, the way things are growing around here, and of course, power is one issue, water is the other.
Right.
And Texas seems to be absorbing all these data centers, and this is me on my soapbox, people. There's a lot of people out there, Chicken Little mentality, saying the sky is falling because data centers need to use water. There is the capacity by data centers to have their own pool of water and clean it up and reuse that water. There was one big chief from Big Tech that said they've advanced their technology and water retention and reuse to the point that they don't use more water than one family restaurant uses in 1 year, as an example. So it is possible for them to get their own water, keep it, reuse it. It is possible for them to make their own power, keep it, and even put it onto the grid, the Big Tech. But Big Tech data centers are not the only ones. We got computer manufacturing, chip manufacturing, rocket technology that's being built on the board. There's a need for more of the water resource here in the valley and in all of Texas. That's the way things are right now. So in your mind, as a true expert in water delivery, purification, 50 years plus in the business, how do we keep up? Can we keep up with all this growth, industry growth in Texas?
Sergio, I'm also on the Texas Desal board. I'm the board president for that. And one of the things that we're pushing from Texas Desal is that Texas is not out of water. Texas is out of the easy to clean water. which is again the Rio Grande.
Yeah.
And of course, up in Central Texas, the lakes are going down. But there is a lot of groundwater. We have the Gulf of America out there. So what the challenge is now to go treat that water. It's going to be harder to treat all the water that we do have. That is going to be the challenge of the future. The cost is going to also be increased. The cheap water is running out. So it's going to cost us more money. So it's up to us as a responsible water purveyor to go ahead and do it as at the lowest cost, responsible lowest cost.
Yeah. I think we're already used to paying for water at a higher rate. Everybody going to the gas station buying like a little bottle of water, it's $2 each. I mean, convert that ratio into a gallon. Yeah, it's about $6 a gallon. It's like water's more expensive now. If you add up all the little bottles that go into 1 gallon, we're paying more for that exponentially than we are for a gallon of fuel, of gasoline, even with the higher prices these days. I think we have a society that's used to getting clean water.
They will. I don't think they realize what they're paying for it. But when they get their water bill, yes, they're saying it's a little too high. And we have some low rates.
Yeah.
And I'll let you know right now, our base rate basically is about $17, and we're charging about $1.83 per thousand for the water.
Yeah.
But that's going to go up a little bit because again, inflation's there, and we're looking at different technologies.
The North Alamo Water Supply Corporation, you were part of that amazing growth. I'm afraid I'm running out of time. I'll try to dedicate about 90 seconds to it. But the 50 years of you leading this water entity, 50 years working in and leading it for about half of that, or a little bit more than half of that, you've seen, because it's your corporation that's provided from colonias, the illegals that set up, unplatted and unplanned. They still need water.
Right.
Provide
no
water.
Infrastructure at all.
Right. Nothing, no pipes, nothing for them.
Right. So North Alamo had to come in and borrow money to go ahead and take care of these residents that were out there within our service area. The challenges that we've seen, that I have seen through this, is, again, with EPA, the different type of regulations that have gone through there, the droughts that we've had, the different boundaries with our Certificate of Convenience and Necessity, or CCN as they call it, those and the droughts that we've had, all of that were challenges. The new challenges now are to try to get that hard to treat water and make it potable for our customers.
Yeah, there's even the private market. You got these folks with the Israeli desal engineer, IDE, with a Rio Grande water entity, the desal Gulf water. They'll probably be in business, hopefully, within 5-6 years.
Yes, that's coming. I mean, it is something that we're going to have to be faced with and work with it. To how much, to the extent, it's still an unknown. We're still looking at that, but it is coming before we even get into water reuse here in the Valley.
Brother, thanks for stopping by. Congratulations on 50 years. I hope it's 50 plus many years. Stay active. Stay in.
Thank you.
Stay in the fight. I'm sure your voice will be very necessary next legislative session. They start talking about water and desal up in Austin. Looking forward to those conversations as well. When did you have the misfortune of meeting Tommy Hendridge? And he became a friend of yours.
He became one of our board members. My goodness, I want to say probably about 2012 or 2014, somewhere in that range. So he's our board vice president, and he's a great man, great guy. He's got a heart of gold.
He does.
Yes.
Yeah. Have you learned how to spell his last name? I still haven't. Figured out. Tommy, get an American name. Gosh darn it. All right. Thank you, brother.
Thank you, sir, for having me.
He's one of my primos. He's a Sanchez. He's the leader of the North Alamo Water Supply Corporation. 50 years now with that corporation, and we hope that he sticks around and his wisdom and knowledge provide some water solutions to the demand that is in Texas. Steve Sanchez, come back and see us soon, brother. Be well.
I will.
All right. Valley's Morning News on Newstalk 710 KURV. Check of news, the service of Jay Gonzalez Injury Attorneys, ready to fight for you. Call 1-800-CAR-CRASH. Driver's license and contact info from the state's hunting and fishing license system has been exposed. That, according to some officials from Texas Parks and Wildlife, no social security numbers, dates of birth, financial information, none of that has been accessed, they say. A 40-year-old Jose Fidencio Luna Ramirez facing charges after a hit-and-run crash injured 6 people in Alamo. He went before court on Saturday, given a $300,000 bond. Investigators say that Ramirez was driving a big rig west on lanes of 83 when he crashed into a Dodge Durango The accident happened on Friday. A child in the vehicle suffered severe head trauma, while 2 adults and 3 kids were also injured. It's 7:31 on Newstalk 710 KURV. Valley's Morning News for a Monday. This is your station for Astros baseball. Newstalk 710 KURV. Check of sports up next. Dry, hot weather. Not the type of weather that you would love to be standing on your commercial roof. You could call Chamberlain Roofing and Waterproofing, and they first of all, they know what to look for to see if your commercial roofing system is okay. And yeah, they're used to it. The pounding sun, hot weather, the humidity. And they'll do that check of your commercial roofing system for free, gratis, no expense to you. I think it's an amazing value when you have truly the top experts in commercial roofing systems in the entire region. Folks with a resume and that list of all these different projects they've done nationwide. It's impressive. Trust them. These folks at Chamberlain, they cross-train all their employees. They know the best materials and workmanship that goes into the sturdiest of all commercial roofing systems. Again, for free. Go check your system. This is how they want to meet you. And I appreciate them messaging to you through me. Again, call or text the number I'm about to give you and set up that free appointment. Just go up, tell them to go up there, see if everything's okay. Give you a truly expert report on the condition of your commercial roofing system. Cutting edge roof installation, advanced waterproofing solutions. Hey, look at that. It's in the name, waterproofing. Chamberlain Roofing, Waterproofing at 956-655-6178.
If expanding your footprint is on the agenda this year, consider the strategic advantages of Harlingen, Texas, your gateway to the entire Rio Grande Valley. The Harlingen Economic Development Corporation is ready to support your launch, relocation, or expansion with tailored resources designed to move your business forward. Located in the heart of the valley, Harlingen offers a powerful vantage point for reaching customers and markets across the region. As a designated hub city, it delivers all 4 modes of transportation: road, rail, air, and water, giving companies unmatched logistical flexibility and quick, low-congestion access into Mexico through the Los Indios International Bridge, providing a clear edge for manufacturing and distribution. From renewable energy and aerospace to logistics, healthcare, advanced manufacturing, back office operations, and retail, opportunity is built into the foundation of Harlingen. Explore what's possible at harlingenedc.com. That's harlingenedc.com.
Our call letters, KURV. Our frequency, 710 AM. Our specialty, news and talk. News Talk 710 KURV and KURV.com.
The 710 KURV Sports Desk is brought to you by Dr. T's Primary Care for Men and Women.
The Houston Astros have now won 3 straight series after defeating the Cleveland Guardians yesterday, final score 2-1. Yordan Alvarez got the party started with a first-inning solo homer. Isaac Paredes added the insurance run in the 4th with an RBI single. Here's the long ball from Alvarez.
2-2 to Yordan. And that's smoked deep to right center field. And you can kiss that one goodbye. Number 25 for Yordan. 1-0 Astros.
Next, Houston crosses the border as they take on the Blue Jays in Toronto tonight. First pitch set for 6:07. The Texas Rangers used some big swings early in the game to get the lead, and the bullpen took care of the rest as the Rangers defeated the San Diego Padres yesterday to take the series, final score 4-3. Texas got on the board first with this long ball from Wyatt Langford to get 3 runs in the bottom third.
Fights in charge, and Aaron Langford tees off down the left field line. If it's fair, it's gone. It's out of here. Second decker to left. Wyatt Langford gets the Rangers on the board with a 3-run bomb. It's 3-0 Texas.
The Padres would use 3 RBI hits to tie the game in the 4th, but Texas responded immediately in the bottom of the frame with an RBI single from Josh Young, which put Texas on top for the remainder of the game. Texas now gets set for a 3-game series in Miami. First pitch against the Marlins set for 5:40 tonight. With your Texas in the Morning Sports Report, I'm Jet Nelson.
AccuWeather says highs for today should be closer to triple digits. We're looking at mid to upper 90s. Maybe we'll hit triple digits in the far western valley. Same old forecast. Mid upper 90s today, tomorrow, next day, day after that, triple digits by the weekend. Border Bridge wait times. It's been busy in Cameron County. It's been busy in Brownsville specifically. 1 hour at Gateway, B&M. Veterans, hour and a half. Not too bad in Hidalgo County for McAllen, Mission, Edinburgh. 40 minutes at the Hidalgo Bridge, 15 at the other two. Thank you for waking up with Newstalk 710 KURV. Join us at your smartphone. You do that by going to the App Store, find Radio Para Mí. Go get that free app. Listen to 710 KURV. We got business news and a check of your money. That's up next on 710 KURV. Save money on the equipment that you need at the ranch, at the lease. Get the job done. You need Kubota equipment. And right now, during Kubota Orange Days, JP and Jeff have very good financing opportunities and also savings, thousands in savings. Go meet them. Go spend some time with JP and Jeff. What I'm going to mention here, you can find details at gokubota.com. And this sale, the Kubota Orange Days, the sale and the financing option, go to the end of the month till June 30th. Amigo Power Equipment is your dealer for Kubota equipment for the best deals of the year. Again, now through June 30th, 0% financing at Amigo Power Equipment on Kubota equipment if you qualify, or you could save up to $5,500 off select Kubota compact tractors. Again, Kubota compact tractors, the best selling in the nation. Go Kubota.com for all the details and take advantage of all the financing and the savings available now at Amigo Power Equipment in Edinburgh for Kubota.
When it comes to bad weather, being prepared is half the battle. The other half, leave it to Mike's Plumbing, Electrical, and AC. Be prepared this hurricane season and don't let anything take the power away from you, not even the weather. It's never too early to prepare for hurricane season. At Mike's Plumbing, Electrical, and AC, we want to help you stay ahead of the storm. Give us a call at 956-686-1353. That's 956-686-1353. Or visit callmightymike.com. We can help you come up with a plan. That's callmightymike.com. Mighty Mike to the rescue.
If you're looking to improve your overall health and have a better quality of life, Dr. T's Primary Care is the place to go. If you feel tired or stressed or less motivated, if you're moody or if you have trouble sleeping, Dr. T's Primary Care will evaluate you and work with you to address your health concerns, including testosterone or menopause treatment, peptide treatment, IV vitamin infusions. Their licensed staff will take the time to listen to you and work with you to improve your overall health. Check out the website, drtsprimarycare.com. Give them a call in the McAllen at 956-803-0058 in Harlingen, 956-368-5247.
Audio streaming on KURV.com. Powered by South Texas Buick GMC. McAllen Mission.
I'm Nicole Murray with Your Money Now. Alan Greenspan, the longtime Federal Reserve Chairman who became one of the most influential economic policymakers, has died. He was 100 years old. Castlelake has disclosed its nearly $6.3 billion takeover bid for EasyJet, backed by former Malaysia Airlines CEO Peter Bellew. After the budget carrier rejected 3 proposals from the U.S. investment firm, Minneapolis-based Castlelake manages about $38 billion in assets and has invested more than $24 billion in aviation since 2005. Woody, Buzz Lightyear, and Jesse still got it.
So what's going on?
Slink, talk to me.
Hard to hear. A lot of commotion. I bet they're arguing over getting rid of us.
Oh, are we getting donated?
Donut. No, sweetie. Donated. Wow, I love her, but this is going to be hard.
Toy Story 5 ruled the box office this weekend with $160 million in domestic ticket sales. The film raked in $312 million globally. Futures are still mixed this morning. That's Your Money Now.
Took the Huercos to see it. With Delia, all of us went, right? Delia had to nudge me a couple of times. I was snoring. I fell asleep a couple of times, yeah. And I like the movie. Texas added 17,000 more jobs last month. Seasonally adjusted unemployment rate in Texas was 4.3%. Who had the highest unemployment in Texas, Freddie, by percentage-wise? It's not the Valley. Not the Valley. It was Eagle Pass at north of 8%. Amazon's Prime Day sales event, that starts tomorrow. It's not Prime Day. It's like Prime Days. It's 3 days worth of sales. And officials say an elderly woman was killed Friday night when a Tesla plowed into her family home. This happened in the Houston area in Katy. Thank you much for joining us on News Talk 710 KURV. Here's a check of AccuWeather.
Your 710 KURV AccuWeather forecast, mostly sunny, becoming windier and humid. Hot today with highs in the mid-90s to low triple digits. The south-southeast winds at 15 to 25 miles an hour. Breezy this evening, otherwise mainly clear, warm and humid. Lows into the lower 80s with the southeast wind still at 10 to 20 miles an hour. Partly sunny, breezy, hot again Tuesday. Highs in the mid-90s to almost 100. Hazy sun, breezy at times Wednesday. Highs again mid-90s to almost 100. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Jason Caterina on the Valley's official weather station, 710 KURV.
It's 81 degrees, McAllen, Edinburgh Mission. Same thing at Starbase and SpaceX and downtown Brownsville. Good morning to all the gang at City Hall, also at the Cameron County office in Brownsville. It's 82 degrees. This is the Valley's Morning News on News Talk 710 KURV. Latest on the peace effort between Iran and the U.S. Did it all blow up this past weekend? No, actually, they're going to talk all week, they say. So we'll get the latest from Fox News in about 2 minutes on the Valley's Morning News. My amigo and my brother in Christ, I love this dude, Brian Reed. He's awesome. Brian Reed and his team, they guarantee that they can get the job done. That would be sell your home if he can't at a price and a deadline that you agree upon beforehand. You know what? He'll buy your home himself. That gave Gladys a lot of confidence that she had chosen the right team when they agreed upon that. She needed to sell a home here in McAllen. She had tried a different agent. Her home was on the market 142 days. And she knew she needed to change, and she did. And thank you, Jesus, she found the Ryan and Brian real estate team. Jessica from the Ryan and Brian team assured Gladys, that they would take care of business. Everything would be different, and it was. Because Gladys's home, after being on the market 142 days with another agent, with the Ryan and Brian team, her home sold in 13 days. Boom. Get the job done. Sell your home. Put that money in the bank. Call the Ryan and Brian real estate team at 956-540-2536. The website, ryanandbrian.com. That's ryanandbrian.com.
If you're selling your home, don't be trying. Call Ryan and Brian. Go to ryanandbrian.com.
The Valley's destination for luxury automotive is here. Come to Mercedes-Benz of Harlingen and visit Michael Fall, General Manager, today and discover the perfect blend of elegance and power in a new GLC 300. Lease yours today for only just $499 a month for 24 months. Experience a feeling only 140 years of innovation can deliver. The choice is simple at the all-new Mercedes-Benz of Harlingen, a Bert Ogden Auto Group dealership. A true triumph of luxury, now open at their exceptional new state-of-the-art location at 8522 West Expressway 83 in Harlingen.
Some people travel for adventure, some travel for business, and some travel for a bit of both. But they all know the best way from A to B is McAllen International Airport, where flying is always better with the Valley's only ticketless parking and best VIP lounge. And McAllen has more nonstop flights to the best destinations for adventure, business, and a bit of both. Like new daily nonstop service from McAllen to Monterrey, Mexico, for business, adventure, fun, and family. Save a day of business travel time with nonstop flights from McAllen to Austin, Houston, or Dallas. Then find adventure in our state's biggest cities, or experience the best of both worlds when you fly nonstop from McAllen to some of America's most popular convention and vacation cities, like Las Vegas, Orlando, and Phoenix. Travel is about more than going from A to B. It's about going above, beyond, at McAllen International Airport. Fly McAllen at flymfe.com.
More than just the headlines.
The Valley's Morning News.
News Talk 710 KURV.
It's the Pulse of the 956. It is News Talk 710 KURV. We're honored that you join us every weekday at this time. We invite you to join us online as well, since everything is online. We do 710 KURV YouTube and X, also X Live and Facebook Live, especially 7 o'clock hour. You can rewind. You missed the headline, go rewind. See what all that is about. I'm Sergio Sanchez, along with show producer Fred Cruz, Jason Caterina from AccuWeather. You and family traveling around town. Happy Monday to you. News on 710 KURV, a service of Jay Gonzalez Injury Attorneys, ready to fight for you. Call 1-800-CAR-CRASH.
Fox News, I'm CJ Papa. Peace talks in Lucerne, Switzerland are moving along with Vice President J.D. Vance saying Iran agrees to allow nuclear inspectors back into their nation to check out and make sure they aren't building weapons. And the VP admits,
honestly, there is still a lot to do as we continue to make progress on the nuclear talks, on the economic talks, as we continue to demine the straits and ensure that that flow of traffic continues to pick back up.
On a different front,
the Iranians also acknowledged major progress in the talks, adding that a deconfliction cell for Lebanon will be the first real test of the understanding. Israel and Hezbollah did not trade fire on Sunday for the first time since March 2nd.
And Fox's Trey Yingst in Tel Aviv. He was the leader of the Federal Reserve for almost 20 years. Alan Greenspan dead at the age of 100. That from his wife, journalist Andrea Mitchell, who says it was from complications of Parkinson's disease. America's listening to Fox News.
Big economic news for the city of Mission and for the Valley, for that matter. Major tourism magnet likely will be ready in the next 18 to 24 months. The city of Mission and the Mission Economic Development Corporation announcing the sale of the Cimarron Country Club on Friday. Mexican investors, along with a local golfing legend, Abraham Ancer, they will be the investors in this new property. Plans include the revitalization of the clubhouse, the pool, the course. It might be ready, again, as I said, 18 to 24 months from now. There's yet another Bible battle that is brewing in Texas public schools.
The State Board of Education is voting next week on a required reading list that includes stories from the Bible. Conservative groups are rallying support. Mary Elizabeth Castle with Texas Values says many common phrases come from the Bible.
Like splitting the baby or an eye for an eye, and both of those idioms, come from the Bible.
She says the move helps kids understand more complex works of art. The debate almost identical to the one involving the so-called Bluebonnet curriculum, which the board approved and is now in use.
That's Michael Board with that report. And for all of y'all in the business of selling and buying homes, here's a national report that comes to us from Harvard. A new report showing home buying activity is dropping across the nation.
Harvard University's annual State of the Nation's Housing Report found that existing home sales are near the lowest level in 30 years. The report, released last week, said median prices for new and existing homes are over $400,000, and that existing home prices have jumped 54% since 2020. I'm Mark Mayfield.
Happy Monday and welcome to the Valley's Morning News. And we hope that you can join us at Radio Para Mi. That's the free app. And listen on your smartphone. Newstalk 710 KURV also available at X, Twitter, X, YouTube, and 710 KURV Facebook Live. If you are hungry, I suggest that you go to the website elpato.com. Or, you know where those El Patos are as you drive by. I've got the phone numbers already saved. I just tell Siri to, make the phone call. Load up with a bag full of breakfast tacos, breakfast patos, made fresh. Those flour tortillas off the skillet as soon as you order, and you fill it up. Scrambled eggs and potato seems to be the base for all these breakfast tacos, right? The patos. It's scrambled egg and potato, and then add your favorites. Add some more. So it'd be bacon or ham, cheese. Don't forget the cheese, or it could be chorizo, and the refried bean. Refried bean, and then the red sauce. Or let's say you missed barbacoa this past weekend. Yep. They're waiting for you at El Pato. You order and fresh. You pick up and head to the office. Be the hero today at work. The big special right now at every El Pato restaurant are the 2 enchiladas in the fajita pato plate. 2 chicken or cheese enchiladas. As I'm a huge fan of that yellow cheese from El Pato. It's wonderful. The beans could be refried, could be the charro beans, the Mexican rice, which is awesome, all mixed up, is wonderful. And then the big fat taco, the pato full of fajitas, and the drink, an amazing $9.99 for a limited time. It is so good, so tasty. It's El Pato.
Come into Genesis of Harlingen today and soak up the feeling of the dynamic yet elegant design and cutting-edge technology. Visit today and choose from a great selection like a 2026 Genesis G70. Lease one today for $319 a month for 36 months. Come see where refined sophistication meets powerful innovation at Genesis of Harlingen at 8521 West Expressway 83 in Harlingen. Shop from the entire line of Genesis online at genesisofharlingen.com. Genesis of Harlingen, a Bert Ogden Auto Group dealership.
Identity theft can cost more than you think. Drained investment accounts, stolen tax returns, lost wages, expenses for lawyers. It's a lot. That's why LifeLock is backed by the $1 Million Protection Package, which covers up to $1 million for stolen funds, fees, and experts and lawyers, and out-of-pocket expenses. Don't face the burden of identity theft alone. Protect your future and finances with LifeLock. Join now. Save up to 30% off your first year with promo code Beck at LifeLock.com. 1-800-LifeLock, promo code Beck. LifeLock.com. Terms to apply.
Attention all you news junkies. You're tuned to 710 KURV and KURV.com.
Your 710